Alright guys, welcome to the presentation. I'm doing mine on Battery Gate. I'll go into a little bit of the specifics here about what it is, and you guys can decide for yourself if this was an ethical situation for Apple or not. So this was a big scandal in around 2017 where Apple was caught intentionally slowing down older phone models in their iOS updates, and this can be looked at from a range of standpoints, but a lot of people were affected by it. A lot of people lost money, especially Apple, and a lot of people say that it was a conspiracy to get people to buy the newer phones because the older ones were not working as well. So this was important because Apple was a very trusted and reliant brand. A lot of shareholders, a lot of trust in the brand, and after this, it was in the gutter because a lot of people didn't really trust them anymore. It was really the way they handled it was very hush hush, very on the down low at first, and so eventually they got forced into a lot of lawsuits. They got into a lot of trouble. They eventually had to offer discounted batteries and a lot of money out of their pockets. So who was affected by this? The short answer: everyone involved, everyone, especially the customers in Apple, but like I said, it really made everybody lose trust in the company, and that can be proven by Apple put out a statement, and they admitted to intentionally slowing down these processors. They didn't say for why yet, but we'll get into that in the next slide. When they put that out, their stock dropped 10% in one day, which obviously a lot of people lost money from that, and no one really trusted them anymore. They were super shady on what was going on there, so this resulted in about $74 billion lost in market capitalization, so potential earnings they could have had. They had to hold back their new phone because it was such a big scandal. And so, was it ethical? Apple defended themselves by saying they were doing these intentional processor slowdowns in order to prevent handsets with degraded batteries shutting down when under high load. So the phone models they were trying to fix, they had a fundamental flaw. They were shutting down and overheating when the processing became too much, when you were like trying to edit a photo, and it was a very big problem with the phone. And so, in my opinion, I believe there was a lack of transparency on Apple's part. They should have better informed everybody that this was because of the battery's defectiveness, and it wasn't actually schemed to make customers buy new phones. I think the lack of transparency led people to think there was a more sinister reason for these updates. But do you think the intentional processor slowdowns were strictly for the functionality of the phone, or do you think it was just a scheme by Apple? So how it ended, in the end, Apple issued a formal apology. They believed that the issues were caused by iOS bugs. They had a bunch of different things they were saying, but they eventually made it right, and they lost a lot of money paying people back. And they also offered battery replacements for free. Yeah, and so I think at the end they made it right, and they instilled trust in their company. But yeah, that's Battery Gate.